Today, we are going to learn how we can use quantitative reasoning to solve problems. Justine and her father are going on a fishing trip. The prices for supplies, including tax, are shown in the table. Justine and her father have $25. They bought 4 bottles of water and 2 box lunches. How many pounds of bait can they buy? This is a multi-step problem. Let's start by underlining the question. We want to find out how many pounds of bait they can buy. Well, what do we know? We know that the prices are shown in the table over here. We also know that they have $25 and that they bought 4 bottles of water and 2 boxes of lunches. We also want to know how can you draw a diagram to help reason how the numbers in the problem are related. Let's begin by setting up an equation with how much money they spent. If they bought 4 bottles of water and 2 box lunches, let's see how much money they spent. Well, each bottle of water is $1. So, if they bought 4 bottles of water, we are going to take 4 bottles of water times $1, which equals $4. We can also set up that problem by 1 bottle of water plus 1 bottle of water plus 1 bottle of water plus 1 bottle of water equals $4. Now let's talk about how much the box lunches are. Well, if each lunch is $6, we would take 6 plus 6, which equals $12. Now I'm going to add what they spent. They spent $4 of water plus $12 on lunches. They spent a total of $16. If we look back in the problem, it tells us that they had a total of $25. And if they spent $16, we need to subtract to see how much money is left so we can find out how much bait they can buy. So I'm going to start in my ones place. I cannot subtract 6 from 5. So I'm going to go over to my tens place and borrow and add the 1 back in my ones place. 15 minus 6 is 9. So they have $9 left, but we are not finished with this problem. Now we have to find out how much bait they can buy. And if we look over here, the bait is $3 per pound. If we have $9 to spend and the bait is $3 per pound, we have to find out how many equal groups of 3 there are in 9. So we can divide 9 divided by 3, which equals 3. I know that also because 3 times 3 is 9. So they can buy 3 pounds of bait. I have copied these bar diagrams to represent the money that they spent. So we have $6 for 1 box lunch, $6 for the other box lunch, $1 for 1 water, $1 for 1 water, $1 for 1 water, and $1 for 1 water, which equals 4 waters. When I add these numbers up on the bottom, I will put the answer on the top. So 6 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is $16. So S which stands for the money that they spent, equals a total of $16. Now on this bottom diagram, this is going to be the money that they have left. So we're starting with $25 because in the problem it says that they have $25. And if they spent $16, then 25 minus 16 is $9. So they have a total of $9 left to use for bait. Make sure that you draw these bar diagrams in your notes because it's going to be important for you to understand how to use them. Finally, we will take the $9 that we have left to spend and divide it by the $3 that it is per pound for bait. So we end up with a total of 3 pounds of bait. Now we are going to look at the guided practice problem. Kelly used 6 cups of apples, 4 cups of oranges, and 2 cups of grapes to make a fruit salad. She put an equal amount in 6 bowls. How many cups of fruit salad were in each bowl? Write down these quantities. 6 cups of apples, 4 cups of oranges, and 2 cups of grapes. Plus, we have 6 bowls that we want to put the fruit salad in. Those are the quantities given. The quantities are just numbers that are in the problem that we usually circle. Number 2, use the bar diagrams that show the relationships of the numbers in the problem. Write and solve equations, which could be used to find F, the number of cups of fruit used to make the salad, and C, the number of cups of fruit in each bowl. Remember that when we write equations, we have to use an equal sign. Let's start with the cups of fruit over here. This bar diagram right here represents the cups of fruit. F represents the fruit. 6 represents the apples, 4 represents the oranges, and 2 represents the grapes. If we want to find out how many cups of fruit we have total, we're going to add those numbers. So we have 6 plus 4 plus 2 equals 12 cups of fruit. Next, we're going to look at the bar diagram on the bottom. Here we begin with 12 cups of fruit, and we're dividing them equally between 6 bowls. So our equation is going to look like this. We have 12 cups of fruit divided by 6 bowls is going to equal 2 cups of fruit in each bowl. Now it is your turn to try the independent practice. I'm going to guide you a little bit, and then when you are finished, come and show me. It says, a monument is going to be built from 16,351 stones. The builders placed 8,361 stones and have 7,944 stones left. How many more stones do they need? Use exercises 3 through 5 to answer the question. What quantities are given in the problem, and what do the numbers mean? This is where we're going to circle the numbers that we know. We know that there are 16,351 stones needed to build the monument. We also know how many stones have been placed and how many stones are left. Write those quantities here and write down what they mean. Number 2, complete the bar diagram to show how to find S, which would equal the stones, the number of stones the builders have in all. Then write and solve an equation. Make sure for your equation that you write an equal sign. This is where you write how many they have already. And last, number 3, complete the bar diagram to show how to find the difference D of how many more stones the builders need. Then write and solve an equation. Remember to use an equal sign. This number right here is going to be the amount of stones that they actually need, which it states in the problem. And since we're finding the difference, you need to subtract what you got from up here.